Welcome to XIO Voice. Continuing from the previous episode 230. An extremely wide area was located in front of the spatial tunnel. The space around it was extremely distorted. Clearly, this was a spatial resting point that the experts from the Pill Tower had forcefully created. This kind of skill and grandness was quite outstanding. Even a faction like the Ice River Valley would be unable to show such ability or boldness. At this moment, there were quite a number of seated human figures in this empty ground. All of them possessed a strong aura. Clearly, they were all the competitors who had passed the fantasy realm hurdle earlier. These human figures were scattered around, looking at each other with cautious gazes. Only a minority were gathered together in twos or threes. However, the eyes they used to look at the others were also filled with caution. There were no friends in such a place. Only competitors were around. Xiao Yan's sudden appearance naturally stirred the attention of everyone in the empty ground. Numerous gazes that contained various emotions were shot at him. Xiao Yan's expression did not change as he sensed the gazes that vaguely contained some ill intent among the gazes of caution. His eyes slowly swept over the empty ground. He found Cao Ying's and Song Qing's figures. When Xiao Yan saw Cao Ying and Song Qing, these two had also sensed his gaze. Cao Ying was slightly startled. Immediately, the corner of her mouth revealed an enchanting smile that caused the hearts of quite a number of men to sway. Song Qing, however, slightly frowned without leaving a trace. Xiao Yan smiled at the two of them in the distance. However, he did not step forward to join them. Instead, he withdrew some distance away and found an empty spot to sit. He did not intend to get close to these two people. He did not really understand them. No one knew if he would end up being betrayed by them should he cooperate with them. Years of experience meant Xiao Yan had witnessed many such things. His heart was naturally even more cautious. Moreover, the test in the pill realm might be only to enter it and find some natural treasures according to one's assignment on the surface, but this second round of test was of critical importance. This first round eliminated a countless number of people. From this, one could how difficult this test was. Xiao Yan clearly understood in his heart that the greatest enemy in the second round was the competitors present here. Hence, something like cooperating with each other was less wise than acting alone if one was unable to trust the others. Song Qing sighed in relief in his heart when he saw Xiao Yan sit by himself. However, Cao Ying involuntarily bunched her eyebrows together. Xiao Yan had repeatedly not given her any face. She would start to feel a little infuriated regardless of how patient she was. Just continue putting up an act. I want to know just how you will do anything alone once you enter the pill realm. Cao Ying's silver teeth gently rubbed against each other like wild cats as she spoke with some anger within her heart. Xiao Yan was naturally unaware of what Cao Ying was thinking in her heart. After sitting down, he turned his head to the spatial tunnel a short distance away. There was an elder in ordinary clothes in front of the tunnel. A completely black, giant turtle shell made out of metal was under his body. That old man sat on this turtle shell. From the badge on the chest of this elder, he was clearly a member of the Pill Tower. Xiao Yan's eyes swept over this lazy-looking elder, and his heart trembled because he was completely unable to see through the strength of this elder on the turtle. This is indeed the Pill Tower. It is really a place with many hidden individuals full of power. Xiao Yan withdrew his gaze when that man, who had been in a false sleep condition, suddenly opened his eyes. Xiao Yan could sense the man's spiritual strength, lingering in a spot between his eyebrows, shake a little when his eyes were opened. The old man glanced indifferently at Xiao Yan. After which, he scanned over the rest. His voice appeared a little weak as he said, "It's about time. You can enter the pill realm. Everyone who enters will have to come to me and receive a medicinal list task, the map of the pill realm, and a spatial rock. All of you must find the medicinal ingredients on the medicinal list. Only by gathering all the medicinal ingredients on the list will one be able to successfully pass this hurdle. I shall not talk more about the use of the map. The exit point of the pill realm is on it. You can all hurry there once you have gathered all the medicinal ingredients. As for the spatial rock, it is used to safeguard your life. If you end up in a situation where your life is at risk, you can shatter the spatial rock. After which, you will automatically be sent out of the pill realm. However, you will lose your qualification to continue the competition when you shatter the spatial rock. Do you understand?" The old man slowly raised his eyes near the end. Everyone slightly nodded upon hearing his explanation. Those who could arrive at this place with such speed were all extraordinary people. They clearly understood that the elder in front of them was not an ordinary old man. Due to the pill realm being in a ruined state, it is not suitable for one to stay within it for long. Therefore, all of you only have 10 days to find the medicinal ingredients you need. The identification of medicinal ingredients is a basic ability of an alchemist. I don't think that you need anyone to teach you, right? The corner of the elder's mouth was lifted as he lazily said, additionally, although the pill realm is not suitable for a human to live in for a prolonged period of time, it is like a blessed land to some magical beasts. After years of reproduction, the magical beasts in this pill realm are extremely powerful. You should all be careful if you meet them. Do not lose your life because no one will go and rescue you. You should all be mentally prepared. The pill gathering is not a game, and it is also not an ordinary competition. This place was a true battleground where one will face a bloody fight. Moreover, the one who is the last man standing after this bloody battle will be the champion of this pill gathering. One will succeed while tens of thousands will fail. The pill gathering is like this. The old man's voice had become much colder and sterner when he finished speaking. I shall cease saying any more unnecessary words. Those who are mentally prepared can come forward and take the necessary things. There is still time if you wish to withdraw. The old man on the turtle shell slowly swept his eyes around. However, not a single person withdrew. All of those present had some skill. How was it possible for them to be frightened away by his words? A middle-aged man in alchemist robes stood up without any expression soon after the elder on the turtle shell uttered those words. After which, he walked to the front of the man on the turtle shell and received the items. The middle-aged man stepped forward and walked to the slowly rotating spatial tunnel before swiftly disappearing. Some people began to step forward one after another after the middle-aged man. They received their items before entering that spatial tunnel in a quick and orderly fashion. Xiao Yan was not in a hurry to enter. Instead, he observed them with cold eyes. From what this old man on a turtle had said, the pill realm was clearly not going to be friendly ground. However, it was only normal if one thought about it. This place would eliminate those outstanding alchemists who had come from all over the Do-Chi continent. No one would believe him if it was not going to be dangerous. He would allow those fellows in front to go on the front lines in this kind of place. After around 100 people entered the spatial tunnel, Cao Ying and Song Qing also stood up. They received the things from the old man on the turtle shell before entering the tunnel. The witch turned her head and ruthlessly glared at Xiao Yan before she entered, causing Xiao Yan to feel quite helpless. Xiao Yan finally stood up soon after Cao Ying's group entered. He was just about to move when a ripple appeared in the space behind him. A young figure slowly appeared. Xiao Yan also sensed something when this figure entered. He turned his head and a dense chill immediately flashed across his dark black eyes because this figure was not just anyone. Instead, it was the person who had formed a conflict with Xiao Yan driving the alchemist trade fair back then and subsequently sold information about Xiao Yan to old Mu Ji, Chen Xian. Chen Xian was still wearing white clothes. His hand was carrying a purple-colored metal fan. At a glance, he looked quite good. However, his chest had an additional tier badge at this moment. 7 purple gold stars were flickering brightly on the badge. Clearly, this fellow was a Tier 7 middle-grade alchemist grandmaster. Chen Xian shifted his eyes after his entrance. He swept them over the place before pausing on Xiao Yan a short distance in front of him. He was initially a little startled before a mocking smile lifted onto his face. The purple-colored metal fan in his hand was knocked against his palm as Chen Xian walked toward the spatial tunnel. When he walked by Xiao Yan, he paused his footstep and softly laughed. Xiao Yan, right? It is unexpected that your life is so strong. Even by acting personally, that person was unable to take this little life of yours. Xiao Yan's eyes landed on the sinister-looking Chen Xian in front of him. The corner of his mouth revealed a smile that contained a deeper meaning. He softly said, "Young sect leader Chen Xian, it is best that you hide yourself well after entering the pill realm. Otherwise, the profound Zan sect will be without a successor." Slam! The purple-colored fan landed heavily against Chen Xian's hand. His eyes were cold as they stared at Xiao Yan. He slowly nodded a moment later and said, "I shall return these words to you. Do not let me meet you in the pill realm. Otherwise, I will let you understand what is called a fate worse than death." The sinister smile on the corner of Chen Xian's mouth became even denser after his dense words sounded. He did not say anything more as he turned around and walked toward the tunnel. He received the things from the elder on the shell of a turtle and stepped into the spatial tunnel. Xiao Yan slightly smiled as he watched Chen Xian's back disappear into the spatial tunnel. However, this smile contained killing intent. He would definitely take Chen Xian's life. Hopefully you will not die by the hands of another. It will be too boring if that is the case. Xiao Yan grinned. He took 2 steps forward, took the items from the old man on the turtle shell and stored them in his storage ring. After which, he turned around and strode to the spatial tunnel. His body slowly disappeared.